Okay, so we got a new Grand Party season. This time, once again, Borsellino is going to be the best GP leader, since you want to be running either a Navy tag, which is definitely the most broad category, and then a Blackbeard Pirate or Cross Guild. So Cross Guild, the only Cross Guild characters that have a proper GP leader skill are the new end of month batch. And as for the Blackbeard Pirates, the Blackbeard and Kuzan, I'm pretty sure is one of the only ones that actually have a proper GP leader. So just run Borsellino, but today I'm trying to be a bit more experimental, right? So I'm going to be running Marine Ace, who is very good for buffing Dex characters, fighters, free spirits, and shooters. So yeah, very expensive to max this guy out. But anyways, he is going to activate after 40 seconds only. Okay, so that's not too bad. He can activate 4 times. And you'll target 2 enemies for a massive defense down of level 15 for 15 seconds. And do 5 times his base attack as damage to those 2 enemies. So, very good DPS leader skill. Or burst, should I say. And then the leader skill itself is giving us HP and defense up of level 6. So, very good for tanking. Attack up level 5. And then fighter, shooter, and free spirit. Get attack up and speed up a level 7, which is very good. And then blow away percent up, which I mean isn't very impactful, right? Blow away is just how much knockback your characters are doing, which really doesn't affect the battle too much. So yeah, he's going to be activating at least 3 times throughout these battles. I can activate him very frequently. Besides that, we are running a Dex Revolutionary Army team with Caesar. Caesar actually syncs up quite well with these guys. The bench is kind of just to fill out the tag requirement for Caesar. Caesar, I really don't like how it says here you need 3 or more scientist, Logia type, or Zoan type characters when he appears on the field. Usually in OPTC, unless stated otherwise, this would include Caesar himself. But you need 3 other characters besides Caesar with those tags. And I was testing out this team yesterday. You need to have that full bench. And for some odd reason, this Ace, the Sabo, does not have Logia type tag. Like, it's so stupid, bruh. I mean, you can literally see the flame from Ace's Devil Fruit in his fist. Like, I don't understand, bruh. Unless that's just the effects for the artwork and this is like from his Revolutionary Army training. I don't know. Either way, it's very annoying. So all of our subs are Zoan type or Logia type. And of course, Kuzan is a really good DPS when he comes in. Besides that, we are running the Treasure Map Legend Sabo, who is also doing a lot of damage, but he also provides us with shield buff. This will allow us to survive very well. The only thing that we don't meet in terms of requirements is Kizaru and Mole. You need either 5 Revolutionary Army tags or 5 free spirits. So for that first part, we do meet the tag requirement, the class requirement, since all of our characters on the bench are also free spirits. So that's quite important. But then the final part here, either 5 Rev Army tags or 8 free spirits to give us special CT speed up for our Rev Army characters. We don't have that. Unfortunately, the only 20 cost Rev Army character that I could have put on here would be this very niche hack unit. This character does have his tags, but the problem is that he's not free spirit, nor does he have the tags that Caesar needs. And it's way more impactful to have the tag requirement met from Caesar than from Kizaru and Mole, because of course, if you don't have that, Caesar won't be ready at the start of the battle. So very important. And also Caesar will slow enemy CT down by level 5. So it's kind of the inverse of what Kizaru and Mole would have done anyways. So not too bad. Of course, the regular Dex team with Marine Ace. We have good DPS here from the Ryokyugyu as well as Marine Ace. The Halmepa will come in, buff all of our Navy tag characters. Pal will likely be the one to first die. And then the Ryokyugyu, the Borsellino, and the Ace will get all those buffs. We do have to have, I think, 3 or more Navy or World Government characters to get the full capabilities of Green Bull. But we do definitely meet that. And then on the bench, I just have some powerhouse characters, as we do need at least 5 powerhouses for Jupiter to work at his maximum capabilities. But that's about it. We are running shooters as the final team. I just ran them because Ace's leader skill does buff shooters. Not many Dex characters there. The main thing I want to test is, for one, the Rev Army team, but also the buffs that we got for Treasure Map Legend Frankie and Treasure Map Legend Ryokugyu. So let's see what we can do. Of course, people are running the 5 Elders for some reason. I don't know why. They are not boosted. You would think they're Navy, but they're world government only. So I'm not going to fight that team. It's way too easy. Let's go against a Borsellino leader team. So it's an actual challenge. So when it comes to the Rev Army team, I feel like we can definitely win by just killing the enemies. But that team has very good tankiness. So I do think it's possible for us to win through the timeout condition. So let's see what this third team is about. Yeah, I'm going to face this one. This one's quite interesting. We do have the Nika Bonnie combo with Kuma. So quite intimidating. I will run the Rev Army team against the shooter team. I'm quite interested to see how that will go. We can run the shooters against this first Dex team. And then we can run the regular Dex team against the Nika Bonnie one, which will probably not work. But as long as we get our GP burst ready and pressure the enemy into using theirs up. But yeah, Borsellino is easily a superior leader to Ace, so I have a very bad chance here. But nevertheless, it is the first set of matches, so even if I lose, it's not the biggest of deal. So this is the perfect time to test out your teams, right? So I was gonna run Mars instead of Frankie, but then I was like, okay, Frankie's Dex, he gets all the buffs from Ace, and also he got his recent buffs, so it would be fun to test him out instead of just running the same 5 Elders, right? But as you can see, that GP leader of Ace is filling up really quick since it is time-based. Okay, we got the CT delay from Usopp and Lilith. Very good characters still. I do have them level them at break 5, so their super special will be really powerful, right? Studu's still an amazing power rumble recruit. Terrible in assault rumble, of course, since she's mainly HP cut based. Yeah, Kizaru's dead already. We're tanking the hits quite well here. Can we kill Jupiter before? Surely Luffy and Lucci does it, right? Nice, okay. I think we should be safer to not even use the burst. We can open up with a burst against Nika Bonnie and Thingy. I didn't even check. Do they have Caesar on their team for the Nika Bonnie one? If they don't, we might have a chance. But if they have Caesar, like I don't think it's possible. Rev Army versus the meta team. The underdogs, right? Okay, that GP burst is doing quite a bit, but he's using up a lot of them, so I'm not... Yeah, they have Mickey Mouse characters here. Maybe Sanji could kill us. I really doubt it, though. I'm just gonna skip. There's no way they do anything here, right? Yeah, nothing. So I think Kizaru used 2 bursts there, so we're doing pretty good. We didn't have to use a single burst there, which is great, while the enemy used 2 of theirs. Unfortunately, Kizaru already has so many bursts that it's not really a proper strategy to try and force him to use up all these bursts. He just has so many of them, right? And they're also powerful. Okay, let's go into this with the regular Dex team with Jupiter, Marine Ace, Ryokugyu. We're probably going to get shafted here, but let's just see how it goes. Oh yeah, I don't know. I thought this was the Rev Army team. And they do have Caesar and versus Zoro. Yeah, it's refs, bruh. I'm finished, bruh. There's no ways. Why does he have Vegapunk on the bench? Not even super evolved. Okay. Yeah, it's over, bruh. I'm just going to use my skill. Surely we survive at least 40 seconds. And I forgot Ace only targets 2 characters. He did target the 2 main ones, Luffy, Bonnie, and Kuma. Didn't do much damage though. 15, even after 15 levels of defense down. Did that little damage, right? And then Zoro's just going to heal them back up. 24-second shield. Yeah, we're not dealing any damage to these guys. The dot on Caesar is crazy. I tried it yesterday. If Caesar activates twice, like I fought the Garp and Kobe team, in the single match with the Rev Army team with Caesar on there. And the dot damage from Caesar activating twice literally took out half of their HP for all their main lineup units, bro. It's actually crazy, man. Okay. At least he uses burst. The Dex team is really tanky, I'll give it that. This was a really poor showcase for Ryokyu. I'll actually face like a team that they can possibly win against in the next match, because I really want to see what Ryokyu can do. I think he has very good HP cut. The main interesting thing about him is his passive, because he charges his own cooldown by 10% every time he takes damage. So that's very, very good. I think he needs to be below 50% HP for that to work though. Okay, they used a final burst, so I think we're gonna have a very good chance in the final boss. I say the final boss, I mean the third match. So yeah, pretty cool. We've only used one burst on Ace, but I mean he's not been very impressive. I mean, I tried it only against Nikabani, which is easily the best team still, so not a very good showcase. But I will be able to use Ace. I'm gonna rather time it after using my utility characters, the supports that will debuff the enemy. I think Journey gives the enemy defense down, or Ivankov Kuma. But after I activate my specials, I'll use the burst. But then again, yeah, let me rather use it now, and then 40 seconds in I can use it again. It should be fine, right? But yeah, Caesar's fully ready since we do have those 3 low gear type and zone types on the bench. Yeah, just super good on Caesar's part. I should have used it after the burst after Caesar, but it's fine. We do have dot damage resistance, I think, from Caesar, but the dot being like 99 seconds on from Caesar's special is just so good, man. He's already almost gonna activate. He does have very poor speed though, since he doesn't synergize with the Rev Army characters. The plan here is that Caesar will die, and since his cooldown is already so fully charged, the next character will come in with max special. So Kuzan is a really good damage dealer, excellent bruiser right there. So he does like so much damage. Once again, I don't think he'll take quite a while to get here since he does have a low speed. Dragon Ivankov Kuma giving haste to all the Rev Army tag units is so good, man. Good DPS from Sabo, 15-second shield, and then Journey with the support, healing. Okay, who do they have on their bench? They had the sword unit and Borsellino and Kuzan. Yeah, it's wraps, bruh. Don't even try, bruh. That was a pretty impressive showcase of the Rev Army team. I can't lie, that was against the shooter team. And at the end of the day, we only used our burst one time. I could have used it there again at the end if it did go sour. And we only lost Caesar. So even if we didn't kill in time, I still would have won because I had the overwhelming majority in terms of how many players I had left. Okay, win number 1. I'm still going to keep the same team and the same leader. I was tempted to change it to Kizaru, but honestly, this is a pretty good combo. I think Ace right after Caesar activates is a very powerful leader, but we will see here. I really this match I want to showcase that to Ryokyu, see what he can do. But before that, let me just do a multi for you guys, because I was gonna do the discount multi for a YouTube short, but it's better in this video. We are doing Power Rumble after all. Power Rumble Grand Party. Jumbe, Ace. I really want this new Ace. I talked about him in depth in the previous video, so go check that out. I won't repeat myself. But overall, he's great in Power Rumble. He's great in regular content. He will likely synergize amazingly with the Gear 5 Dex Luffy that we'll get for Annie. Basically confirmed at this point, because that Ace works amazingly when you have either a Luffy, a Yamato, or a Sabo on the team. We already have a good Sabo, we already have a good Yamato to work with this guy, but no good Luffy to work with this guy. Luffy Bonnie synergizes terribly with him, so it's very much expected that we will get a Dex Gear 5 for Annie. We've also had so much evidence pointing to the 4 Emperors theme, and I mean, almost every anniversary we get a Luffy, so We probably get Dex Luffy from the recent scene in the anime when he turned it against that giant guy. We might get a gear changing Luffy, very similar to the Strength New Year one. But this time, hopefully it's done right, because Luffy does go that partial gear 4, right? And he goes gear 5 for a very limited time. So it would be cool if the new gear 5 Dex Luffy worked on a like changing mechanic because of how limited he used the forms. Would be interesting. Animations are pretty bad here though. Not looking like anything's gonna happen, right? Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, Halmepo, that's a cool one to get. I don't think I have him maxed. Borsalino, that's a Rumble Rare Recruit. Another Jumbe, another Halmepo. Fujitora, I don't have this guy, apparently. Not a very good character. He is a Rumble Rare Recruit. Really, I thought I had this guy. He's good in driven teams. He's not doing much. Speed up, defense up level 6, first 30 seconds, self special CT speed up. Only to himself. Okay, buddy. Targets. So you'd want to run him on the main lineup. Because if you put him on the bench, he's not even getting that 30 seconds of the self special CT speed up. He targets driven teammates for defense up, guard percent up. Okay. 2 high attack enemies for damage, not through defense, and it's low multipliers. Yeah, not a very good character. I think he might have a level limit break. I need to check that. And then Urban. I think this guy's still pretty good in Rumble. They've really been making the rare recruits for these major batches really good in Rumble. But yeah, let's get back to the matches. That was terrible. It's a sign you should save for any. Don't even do the discount, honestly. Okay, now I can't say that. This new ace is really good. You need to get him, bruh. And also Jumbe's on the banner. And Sen one, I mean, what's his face? Avalo Pizarro is rate boosted as well. So yeah, really good batch. But can we get a good showcase for my boy Rokyugyo? I mean, I pulled that guy on his debut. I never used him after the treasure map on his debut. I think that was December 2023 already. Come on. Can we see a good showcase for my guy? Let's go up against the Nika Bunny leader skill. I don't know why they're using him. Makes no sense. Let's go up against the shooter team. Why not? This is already quite a long video, so I'm just going to showcase the first team here with Rokyugyo. Hopefully he can have a good showcase here. But after that, I'll just go through the matches myself. And yeah, this video is already 18 minutes, so I don't want to use up all of your guys' time. But this video was pretty fun. I've been having a lot more fun in Rumble. Just experimenting with the like less popular characters. It's so boring when you use Nika Bunny 24/7 and the 5 elders, the shooter team, just those 3. I mean, that's all you need to get by in this game. Not just get by, but just completely dominate. That's all you need. But it gets boring just using the same comps over and over again. The Riv Army team, I mean, I recently got the Jenny, so I wanted to try that out. And honestly, I'm very surprised by how well Caesar synergizes with him. Well, I mean, he doesn't really synergize so well with him, but like, he fits quite well on the team, should I say. Okay, special CT delay. I mean, Rokyugyo is a 40 CT unit. The fact that he does charge his own CT by 10% is really important. But as I said, I think you need to be below 50% HP for that to work. So not very good. Sword units gonna confuse us, give them self shield, half stats. Bro, sword unit is like an RNG team fuck. Like if they activate, it's over, bruh. Like they can screw over so many things. Luckily, I got my boy Jupiter action binding them for 5 seconds. Okay. Very good damage from Marine Ace, doing even more than the GP burst. Come on, Rokyugyo, do something, bro. I just want to see you in action. Yes? 50% HP cut. And then he's provoking himself. So, he's essentially allowing himself to get his cooldown charged much quicker now. In theory, you should put Rokyugyo in the middle slot so that he takes the most damage by being the forefront unit. I mean, there are other characters in the game that already give 50% HP cut. Like the oldest Powered Rumble Rare recruits from the first batch of Rumble units ever. The Cat Viper, he's also a 50% HP cut. People still use him. But Orokyugyo, you need to bring something else to the table, bro. I want to see his CT reduction in action, but it's not looking like today's the day. Let me just quickly look at his kit again, but I'll just quickly beat these matches and I'll meet you guys on the other side. Actually, you know what? I'm very interested because this is not the conventional Nikabani team. This is an int team. So I wonder, how can the Rev Army unit stand up to this? Very interested in seeing this. I do have my burst ready, but they do also still have a Nikabani burst left over, so I'm a bit scared. Of course, they don't have any of that massive buffs from the season because their GP leader isn't a Navy tag, Cross Guild, or Blackbeard Pirate. Okay, so I'm going to do what I said before. Use the GP burst after Caesar, because Caesar does give them that defense down, which will stack with the defense down from the Ace Leader skill. Hopefully, we don't get completely demolished by Yamato's death special. If we can even kill her. I mean, I don't even know this. Okay, let's use Ace here. Nullify dot damage. Nobody. Yeah, that was really good damage. And we killed Nikabani with the dot. Surely we killed Nikabani with the dot. Yes, we killed him. You killed him with the dot, bro. You killed Nikabani with the dot, bro. That's so cool. Oh, that is so awesome. And that's not even with 2 Caesars activated. Like, as I said before, I was able to kill half of the enemy's HP on the Navy team with Garp and Kobe, the whole sword batch. Half of the HP gone just from using Caesar twice. At the end of the day, though, it looks like we're going to probably lose here anyways because of Yamato's death special. Even before then, we're probably going to die here. Ace is going to kill one of our units, guaranteed. Caesar, please. Bro. Now we're cooked. Ha. Okay, Caesar's dead. That's fine, honestly. Yeah, this is chop, bro. I'm actually done for. That was cool. At least I was really... I've been thinking about this. What if we just run a team with dot damage dealers? Because, yes, the team would die so easily because if I'm focusing on dot, the team is probably not well balanced. But if the dot is so good that it kills the enemy before they first wave of specials, is that possible? Because if I run double Caesar, no, not double Caesar, if I run Caesar, he's gonna activate twice before the enemy uses their first wave of specials. If I'm lucky, Caesar will activate the second time before the enemy uses their first wave of specials, right? And then if I run another dot unit like Int versus Blackbeard, and then another dot unit, but I would have to find a way to make them all activate super early on, which is a bit difficult. Good thing is a lot of these dot units have a very low CT because the whole point is to activate them before the enemy starts doing their specials. But yeah, what if you could just like dot the enemy to death and get like a 20-second or 30-second clear? It sounds like a pipe dream, but I mean, in theory, there's no reason it shouldn't work, right? Unless the enemy has Caesar on their team, which nullifies dot damage, it should work, right? But let me know your thoughts. I'm actually just going to do these other matches off camera. Definitely use Kizaru yourself. I was very impressed overall by the Rev Army team. Of course, we got demolished by, whatchamacallit, Luffy Bonnie. But, I mean, that's expected, right? We did kill Luffy Bonnie in the first, like, 10 seconds. But, yeah, the rest of the team demolished us. Use Borsellino. Try out the Rev Army team yourself if you do have the characters. Run them with Caesar because that is just excellent. But make sure that you have the perfect bench. Otherwise, Caesar will not have his cooldown ready at the start. You won't get the full capabilities from the Dragon Ivankov Kuma, since you do need 8 free spirit or cerebral characters. And then also make sure you have at least 5 free spirits to get most of Karasu Mole's kit. Even if you can't get all of it, it's fine. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'm out.